Good morning, happy Monday. Welcome to this week's video. We have another very busy week ahead of us. This is my little written out to-do list for the week with lectures, mandatory in-person stuff, general other stuff, and then studying. So quite a bit to do. My goals for the week are to feel put together, feel confident, focused, not overwhelmed, and just stick to the schedule that I've made for myself for the week because we have a lot going on. Of course, a lot of lectures, and then another quiz, a practice exam for our anatomy final that is next week, a couple of review sessions for that as well. So it'll be a good week, a busy week, but a good week. I feel good. I feel like we've got this. And for now, I'm just gonna get back to my Anki cards until I need to leave for anatomy lab. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It is like 11 a.m. now. I just got out of bed like an hour ago because I have a cold and I was trying to sleep it off. I started to feel weird Monday night, and then yesterday just kind of pretended to study until I gave in to how sick I felt and pretty much just slept the whole day. And I do feel a lot better today than I did yesterday. And I'm also starting to feel a bit anxious about how much time is left until the exam and how prepared I'm going to be for it. So I don't want to take another day off. I have also been taking cold medicine and I did test negative for COVID, so it could definitely be worse. For now, I'm going to cocoon myself in blankets, maybe make another tea, and just start doing my Anki. Alright, hello. It is like 7:30 now. My head hurts and it has been really hard to focus today, but I did just finish my Anki with some breaks for meals and taking Layla for a walk. I think I forgot to record any little shots of that, but Layla still needs exercise even when I'm sick, and the fresh air was honestly really nice. So we went on just a really short walk and then used her little button toy for her dinner, which best thing I have ever gotten for her. If you have a dog, you should definitely get one. Also, have you been watching the new Percy Jackson series on Disney? Because I watched the newest episode with lunch today, and I think it's kind of bad. I don't understand why they're following like a tell don't show rule, and every bit of like action or suspense or character development is as minimized as possible. I think the best part, honestly, is that it got me to reread the first book, which is so fun, so cute, and all of the TikToks that people make after the fact being like similarly confused. I don't know, I'm just a little bit disappointed, but anyways, I need to get back to work now. We do have an anatomy practice exam on Canvas and a review session tomorrow to go over the answers for that, so I'm gonna do that now and I will see you in a bit. Okay, that could have been better, it could have been worse, but 4 days out from the exam still, so it's fine. I know a couple things that I need to review. I can't show you the exam or anything because it's protected information. All of our like practice questions are, for the most part, old exams, and so they're like Georgetown's intellectual property protected information. I would get in trouble for sharing them with any of you, so not gonna do that. But it's like 9 p.m. now. I feel fine about that. I feel okay about how much work I got done today, considering I still don't feel great, and I think I'm gonna take some NyQuil and go to bed early and try this whole sleep it off thing again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, happy Thursday. It is like 1:30 now. I need to head out for the anatomy practice exam or review session in just a few minutes, but I am feeling so much better today. I can actually breathe. My head doesn't hurt. I have like the lightest sprinkling of a cold left, and I feel very ready to crush this exam prep and get an A on this exam. So getting a little cold definitely threw off the original study plan. So new plan, today is mostly for anatomy review. That's the review session that I'm leaving for in a minute. Tomorrow will be a lot of anatomy review because we have another review session and then the cadaveric review session, first time in the cadaver lab this semester. But we also have foundational rounds and a lung embryology quiz for like other classes. So kind of 50-50 tomorrow, but then Saturday and Sunday are full on anatomy exam studying. I do now have way more lectures to catch up on than I would like to, but this exam is on Monday, so it is the priority right now, and the medical school content really slows down pretty soon, so I'll have time to get back on top of everything in just a little bit, but for now we need to head out for the anatomy practice exam review session. All right, I am home now. It is like 4:45. That was just a great review session. I love Dr. Coker. She's among my favorite professors here so far, and it was just really informative, really went over what we needed to know. Also, my hair is significantly puffier than the last time you saw me because we are back to the usual DC weather of like 90% humidity. But anyways, I am kind of already hungry and I was gonna make dinner, but I've been seeing so many of the Dave's Hot Chicken cauliflower wings on my TikTok, so I just ordered some of those. I'll let you know how they are. They look incredible though, but I'm just gonna do Anki until they get here and then we'll try them together. All right, hello, happy Friday. It is almost 3 p.m. now, so I need to head out for the anatomy review session pretty soon. So far today, I have just done my Anki do cards and then started reviewing the anatomy labs. For every lab, we get like a slide deck that has images that are completely unlabeled so that we can go over everything during the lab, and then afterwards we get another slide deck with everything labeled. So I've just been making Anki cards of all of those labels and doing like a close deletion or image occlusion, I think it's called, with the labels hidden so that I can test myself on that. And then after the regular review session, we have our cadaver lab review session, which honestly I am kind of nervous for. I've never like done a cadaver lab before, and if I'm being honest, it does feel like different. Even just seeing the images and like videos of dissections and everything just feels like odd somehow. I'm not sure how to like explain it properly, but basically I've like never been a squeamish person, and like stuff like that really doesn't bother me, and I've been like, not to jinx myself, but pretty confident that I won't be that person who like passes out in their first surgery or whatever, just because I don't get squeamish and I've had a lot of like clinical and patient care experience and none of that has ever bothered me. But there's something about a cadaver lab and like a donated body that just does feel different, and like everything that we're doing in lab is kind of selfish, and like we only get to do it because this donor has been so generous towards us. And like in clinical settings, you're trying to make the person better, like you're trying to help that person with what you're doing, versus this is like exclusively for the sake of our own learning, and we are like cutting up and poking and prodding a body just for our benefit basically, and like eventually it'll become altruistic. I'm sure we'll all become fantastic physicians and provide some really great care for our future patients, but for now it just, I don't know, it just feels a little different, and I feel really lucky to get to learn in this way, and it's a really effective obviously a way to understand all of this. That's why medical schools do it year after year. I'm sure it'll be good, but I am just like a little bit nervous about it. But obviously I can't record anything in the lab just to respect our donors and everything, so I'll have to just let you know how it goes afterwards. Alright, hello, I am back from lab now. I took a shower immediately because formaldehyde is so smelly. Ate dinner, did my embryology, lung embryology lecture and quiz, which I think was hopefully a good but definitely not a great quiz for me, and now it is like 9:15. My thoughts on cadaver lab are that it was not as weird feeling as I thought it could have been. It still had like a very classroom feel, so I think that made it a little bit more normal. People were definitely still very careful and kind of hesitant, but at the end of the day, it was a very cool, very helpful way to learn, and I'm really glad that we got to do that review session. This block we are doing thoracic anatomy, and so we signed up for groups, and basically each member of the group was assigned the content of a lab that we've done previously, and to peer teach that content to the other members of the group. The lab that I had was basically the heart, and it was wild to hold a heart in your hands and like open the ventricle and see all of the little things, all of the chordae tendineae and the papillary muscles, and I'm not positive that I'm pronouncing those right, but it was really, really cool and a really helpful way to learn. But I still have plenty of anatomy to review, so I think I'm gonna get a little bit cozy and try to better understand coronary circulation, and definitely like nerves and sympathetic trunk are my weaknesses, so I'm gonna go over the mints and try to understand those better, and I will see you in the morning. Alright, hello, happy Saturday. It is like 1:30 now. I'm about to head out to the library. I have 3 books that I put holds on, and I thought that the number of people waiting was different enough that they wouldn't be like ready all at the same time, but these 3 are all ready to pick up today, so I'm gonna go pick up those, probably study at the library for a bit. I've just been doing my Anki cards here at home with little breaks to do chores like giving Layla a bath, which she very much needed. But yeah, I'm gonna head out now and I'll see you in a bit. Hello, it is like 8:30 now. I am obviously back from the library. I got a really bad tension headache and ended up only being there for like an hour and a half before I came home and took some Advil and a nap, but I feel much better now. I ate some dinner and I am ready to get back into studying, but I just wanted to show you the books that I got real quick first. So first off, there wasn't like a long wait list for this one, so I thought that I would read this before the other two became available because I just put myself on a bunch of hold lists because there's like 2 copies and 50 people who want to read all of these apparently, but this one didn't, so I thought this would be my in-between read, and it's just called If It Sounds Like a Quack, and it's about like fringe alternative medicine, so I think this one will be really fun. And then these two are much more popular and had long hold lists, so I'm surprised that they're available already, but the first one is just a classic that I feel like I needed to read, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, and then the last one is The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. I've only read Beloved by her, I believe, but I really liked it and thought it was just like amazing, so I'm gonna read this as well. I'm excited for this one. But yeah, I'm gonna start those after the exam, of course. I think if I read one a week, I can get them all back by the due date, so that's the goal post anatomy exam. For now, I'm going to get back to studying. Having the slight problem that Apple decided to delete everything off of my Notability, which is where I do all of my notes and where I was just writing out those little diagrams for myself, so currently trying to fix that. It's 11:30 and it says it still has like 40 minutes of backing up to do, so I'm gonna go to bed and fingers crossed it is functioning tomorrow, so good night. That was terrifying, but we're back. Braided my hair today to avoid the ponytail headache and still have a headache. 5:20, just finished doing my anatomy due cards. 6:15, finished making my little last minute summary sheet. I couldn't tell you if this is actually a helpful thing to do, but it makes me feel better. Alright, hello, it is like 7:30 now. I'm about to head out. I have my go-to exam fit on. I'm about to leave for campus, but I feel kind of good actually. Like this will maybe be alright. I had a dream last night that I aced all of my exams and like got the email while I was with my family and got to like open it with my dad and everything, which is just significantly more positive than my usual stress dream of like failure and like the world ending or like being murdered or something. So I'm gonna take that as a positive sign that I am prepared and confident, and yeah, we're gonna head out to the exam now. I have a Monster to drink during it. I'm just gonna chill out and finally do some like regular life stuff that I've been putting off afterwards, and I will see you again when I get the scores and we can open those together. Hello, happy Wednesday. It is like 9:40 now. I just finished showering and getting ready, still drinking my coffee, but I got the email that the grades are up, so let's see. Oh. I kind of thought I would do a little bit better. I think that that will probably be curved to a good grade. I did think I did a little better though. That's still good though. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one.